Today, let's head for a special island off the coast of Stony Creek, Connecticut. Our destination? A 5-acre island in Long Island Sound, a treasure of a place set aside as a wildlife refuge. On our way, we pass rocky islands with private summer homes strung out in the chain known as the Thimbles. We'll pass kayakers, sailors, boaters, and fishermen. We are traveling on the Stony Creek Ferry with a class of students, all eager to explore Outer Island, a unit of the Stewart B. McKinney National Wildlife Refuge. From a distance, we can see a redwood building with a tall white chimney. This was the summer home of a generous artist, Elizabeth Hurd. She donated her island to the Fish and Wildlife Service for environmental education, conservation, and public enjoyment. The island was shaped 15,000 years ago as the Wisconsin Glacier retreated. We can see the island sloping down to the Sound with exposed granite bedrock, large erratic boulders, cobble beaches, and tide pools. A bird viewing platform overlooks Cormorant Rocks. Outer Island serves as an important feeding and resting place for migratory and shore birds. Herons, gulls, oyster catchers, and egrets feed along the rocky shore. Many folks come to this offshore refuge to enjoy its rugged beauty. Some take a cruise. Others sail here in their own boats. Lots paddle out in kayaks. Connecticut is lucky to have this refuge where the public can learn firsthand about the Sound's ecosystem. The Friends group began when the Fish and Wildlife Service put out a call for the public to get involved. In 2001, Connecticut residents responded by forming the nonprofit corporation Friends of Outer Island. They were instrumental in the construction of the educational pavilion. They received grant money to help with the building and the purchase of materials. They transformed the old guest house into a working marine lab. They bought furniture and equipment like birding scopes and binoculars. Now the new facilities are perfect settings for environmental programs. To learn about the marine life, attend a seaweed Saturday or a jellyfish workshop. You might taste jellyfish salad or seaweed sushi rolls. The Refuge and the Connecticut State University work in partnership on education and research. Art Day, as an example, was co-sponsored by the Friends and the State University. Here we can see artists painting the magnificent beauty of the island habitat. The Friends take on an important responsibility as trained refuge service volunteers. Every weekend during the summer, these volunteers open Outer Island to the public on behalf of the United States Fish and Wildlife Service. You will be welcomed by a friendly, knowledgeable docent. Now let's turn to the students who will be investigating the population and habitat of invasive shore crabs on the rocky beach.
There's one right under this rock.
They're all in there. There's like a million of them. Oh no, I'm looking at you. My shoes. Right there. Yeah.
This fun project gets kids really involved. On the average, students have found 35 invasive crabs in every square meter of the beach. In the lab, they measure the weight and width of the crabs and determine the gender of each one. They add their results to the common spreadsheet. Then, the tabulated data is posted on the Crabs Count website for other researchers. On the beach, They haul the dragnet through the water, trapping bait fish and plankton. Environmentally, the students begin to understand the food web that powers the ecosystem of Long Island Sound. The kids get a great field experience with teachers and the friends working hand in hand.
The dock is falling, coming. Whoa!
On any island, heavy weather is to be expected. Storms and salt water will challenge the man-made structures like the walkways and jetties and safety rails. We can see damage caused by Hurricane Irene. But despite wind and rain and storms and hurricanes, Outer Island's granite foundation is solid. The spirit of Outer Island prevails, and its rugged beauty invites us all. As stewards of this outermost island, the friends know repairs, hard work, and funding are necessary. We pledge to support the Fish and Wildlife Service, to maintain safe public access, and to nourish conservation and education at all levels. We invite you to join the mission. Become a friend. Enjoy the natural history of this rocky island refuge. Support the conservation of birds and natural resources. Bring the refuge message to children. Participate in events. Be bold. Be trained as a Fish and Wildlife Service volunteer. Be hardy. Assist with the restoration of this most precious island, the jewel of the Connecticut Thimbles. Become a friend of Outer Island.